My name is Dana Hibbert and I work with Skeena Watershed Conservation Coalition. SWCC didn't start the year expecting to work on LNG, but our office has been flooded with hundreds of calls and emails and people coming in asking us what these LNG developments are all about and what they could mean for our community and our watershed. So we've started looking into them. And what we found is that there are as many as 4 pipelines being proposed to cross the region of northwestern BC, and as many as 5 to 10 liquefaction terminals being proposed for the coast. But what is this LNG industry anyways? LNG stands for liquid natural gas, which is an industry that could be coming to the Skeena watershed for the very first time. LNG first burst onto the scene during the last provincial election as Christy Clark's big promise that her golden boy, LNG, would get the entire province of BC out of debt within 15 years. That one industry could erase $62 billion worth of debt is a big promise, and the government continues to make big claims about what this industry could mean for BC. But what hasn't happened to date is a sincere consultation with the residents of the Northwest about what this industry is and how it could radically change our landscape, our economy, and our communities. The LNG industry starts in northeastern BC, where there's a historic level of drilling taking place. This drilling is using a technique called hydraulic fracturing, or fracking. Fracking is a new technique that allows us to access non-conventional natural gas reserves. This gas is trapped in rock. In northeastern BC, the landscape is being transformed by fracking, with grid lines and drill pads that cover acres and acres. Plans are being made to ship this gas from northeastern BC through the northwest to the coast. This gas will be shipped via natural gas pipelines. The proposed pipelines are 4 feet in diameter and require 50-meter swaths of land to be cleared. These pipelines are headed to the coast, where 5 to 10 liquefaction terminals are being proposed. These liquefaction terminals are massive and require tremendous amounts of energy. Massive tankers will be pulling up to these terminals, as many as 1 per day, where this gas will be loaded onto the tankers and shipped to Asia. Residents in areas where there's fracking taking place are sharing stories of their drinking water being contaminated due to methane gas getting into shallow and deep groundwater aquifers, as well as fracking chemicals contaminating drinking water wells. There are 2 pipeline routes that are proposing to cross the grizzly bear sanctuaries adjacent to the Kootzmatine protected area. We have previously committed to protecting these areas from industrial development. Why are we now considering developing them? In 1973, a study was done of Flora Bank, Inverness Channel, and DeHorsey Bank. This study found that Flora Bank was far too critical to our salmon populations to ever be developed. There is a liquefaction terminal proposed for Lilu Island and Ridley Island. What we see now is that our populations are increasingly fragile. Why are we 40 years later considering developing this real estate, which our salmon populations depend upon?